It's more DVD box sets. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to this video. This is the third look at my DVD box sets. You can watch the previous two parts. I'll put the links in the box below. Excuse me. But I'll just crack straight on with these. Which bar shall I do? Let's do these ones first. Okay, so this is a Marks and Spencer's exclusive box of the best of Les Dawson and the best of Frankie Howerd from a BBC Comedy Greats series. These were a series of DVDs BBC released quite early in their history of releasing DVDs, sort of compilations from various comedy greats. As you can see, you can sort of get the house style of them, and Marks and Spencer's sort of packaged them up. I think they were, sort of Christmas time. Nice pairs, but I think they were like a tenner for a box of two, which was very nice. And two great comedians. Very enjoyable set. This one you would have seen on an earlier video when I went through my to watch pile. This is the ITV 60 box set. This was released by Network to commemorate the 60th anniversary of ITV. It's got all sorts of different shows on it, from kids TV like Rainbow and Catweasel and Magpie, through to dramas like Inspector Morse, documentaries, Wicker's World, things like that. There's all sorts of stuff on there. Some of it's I really enjoyed, having now watched it all. Some of it I really enjoyed, some of it was nostalgic, some of it was a bit boring. But each disc is sort of laid out like an evening's entertainment. So it starts with some kiddie shows and there's some comedies, and then ends with some dramas, and maybe there's a documentary in there in some cases. So each one's a nice little watch. Yeah, it's a good box set. As I said, very interesting. Seeing some shows that I've only heard talked about, and seeing some shows that I haven't seen for a long time. This is a box set, Rob Brydon, the early years. This has got series 1 of Human Remains, Marion and Jeff, and the Keith Barrett Show. So Human Remains was a set of 6 individual shows done by Rob Brydon and Julia Davis, portraying weird, twisted relationships, usually married couples, but all with little quirks to them, shall we say. It's got series 1 of that, there is series 2, which I have somewhere. Series 1 of Marion and Jeff, so that's where Rob Brydon plays Keith Barrett, who is a taxi driver. It's basically a set of monologues of him in his car, basically talking about the breakdown of his marriage. And then the character was so popular, he spun off into his own show where he interviewed famous couples, sort of about their relationships, but all done in a comedy style. What's interesting about that is most of the couples who are on that show have subsequently broken up. Not all of them, but most of them. But that's a nice little package with the first series of each of them on, and I think all of them, maybe not Keith Barrett Show, but I've subsequently got series 2 of each of them separately. Another great BBC comedy. This was on BBC 3, if memory serves, quite early in its existence, and not that many people may have seen this. It's a Smoking Room, it's both series on here. Basically it's set, shows how old it is, because these things don't happen anymore since the ban. But this is set in the smoking room of a company we don't really know what they make or anything like that, but it just follows. It's just the smokers sat round talking. I'm not selling this very well, but it is wonderful. Excellent cast. Robert Webb sort of the lead in it, but lots of great comedy personalities, comedy actors. you would recognise all of them because they're in lots of great comedy shows. Yeah, it's a hard one to describe. I'll just say watch it if you can. Smoking Room is brilliant. It's another Immo's comedy greats. Marks and Spencer's box sets. This has got Tommy Cooper. So unlike the Tommy Cooper video, box set I showed in the second video, which was his Thames stuff, this is his BBC stuff. And Best of Spike Milligan. Spike is God. Basically. Scream trilogy. So this is the first 3 Scream films. This was released long before there was a Scream 4, which I have on Blu-ray. Great films. Probably the first one is the best on this one, but I do love them all. And Scream 3 has the advantage of having Jay and Silent Bob in. So yeah, but that's the Scream trilogy. Great films. You should see the mess down there, because I'm recording all 3 of these back to back. I'll show you at the end. Evil Dead trilogy. So this is Evil Dead 2, and Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness. With these, most people actually prefer Army of Darkness, which, if you've seen part 2, I tend to prefer third films in series, but in this case, I think Evil Dead 2 is probably my favourite. Evil Dead, the first one's great, but Evil Dead 2 is basically a remake of it, but with a better budget, so I enjoy that one a bit more. But great films, and this is a great little box set. True Calling, I did mention this in my favourite TV show, non-comedy TV shows video. This was an also ran, if you like. Needed more. It had 2 series, but they didn't even show 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6 episodes were never shown over here of the second series. It stars the wonderful Eliza Dushku as True Davies. She can talk to corpses, and she has to sort of help them and stop them from dying, basically, is the plot. But yeah, it's a great little series, and it's needed more, but I can watch Eliza all day long. I love Eliza Dushku. This is This Life, BBC drama about a bunch of lawyers living in London, very much of its time, late 90s. When was it? This is going to annoy me now, so I shall have to have a look, see if it says on the actual discs. Oops, throwing them everywhere. No, it's only got the copyrights for when the DVD came out, which is 2006. I want to say about 96, 97, the first series came out. Really good. I mean, amazing cast. All of them, well, nearly all of them have gone on to great things. Andrew Lincoln, now best known for Walking Dead. Jack Davenport, done so much Pirates films. Daniela Nardini, Amitra Dari, Jason Hughes, who you would... How can Jason Hughes not be on the cover? Probably because he left early. Spoilers. But Jason Hughes, you would recognise. Yeah, so many great people in this, and lots of great people on the writing team as well. Looking at it, who've gone on to other stuff, but we won't go into that. But This Life is a great series. Okay, don't judge me. One of my favourite films, although it didn't make my top 10, but one of my favourite films is Showgirls. I love Paul Verhoeven. I've always had a thing for Elizabeth Berkley ever since Saved by the Bell, and it had 2, at the time, unreleased Prince tracks on it. So I saw it twice in the cinema. Oh, judge me if you like. I just love Showgirls anyway. This is it's released as the VIP edition, which was a Region 1 box set. I will show you this in full because it's great. So you can see it's a great big box. That's a slip case, and that's the front of the box. And then inside we get, he says, trying to get the cover off, a big sort of boob. Well, there is boob. There's boobs on this. Okay. You have a more big poster. I'll briefly show you that. There you go. Of Elizabeth Berkley in full showgirl mode. And as you might have judged, that's quite a glossy poster. Not for the reason you may think. But this set comes with, he says, rapidly trying to find, it comes with a blindfold with the showgirls on it, and oh, it is, a pair of tassels, and this is to play pin the tassel on the showgirl. So like pin the tail on the donkey, but instead you blindfold up, put that poster on the wall, and the idea is to cover her nips. Yeah, okay. I got this for the film, not for the contents of a box set, I hasten to add. At the time this was released, the film... Did I ever read? I think I had... Yeah, there was a bare bones Region 2 DVD of the film. I'm struggling to get me tassels back in their bag. I think that's the first time they've actually come out of a bag, to be fair. Yeah, there's a bare bones Region 2 release of it, but then they released this, which has got loads of extras. It's got commentary and lots of behind the scenes stuff and outtakes and stuff like that. So that's why I picked it up, this set, honest. Also in this set is a pair of showgirls shot glasses. I'm trying to work out how they got so dusty when they've been sealed in a box for so long, but dust find its way. A set of cards that have got various games and fun facts and more games and more games. Yeah, pin the pasties on the showgirl. On them, so I'll quickly flick through them. I don't think there's anything that shouldn't be shown. No, they're all just standard stills from the film. I'll show them properly. At that point, Princess 319 is playing, so that's a favourite scene of mine. That's just a still from the end of the movie. That's also R319 is playing, as is that. And that's just a still from the film, and that's it. And that suggests other films that you may like if you like showgirls, all of which are sort of erotic films, shall we say. And funnily enough, I've got all of them except one. I haven't got Last Tango in Paris. Body of Evidence, For Hot Spot, Killing Me Softly, The Lover, Original Sin, Wild Orchid, and Et tu Maman Tourbillon. Yeah, I've got all those. And it also comes... Sorry, I nearly missed these. These, I haven't opened the pack of these. I think they're all just that back, but a pack of cards. I don't think they're saucy cards. But yeah, judge me if you like, but I love showgirls. I've got it now on about 5 different... So I've got 2 different DVDs and... 4, I think. 2 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays, I think I've got of it. What's a book about the making it? I love showgirls. Oh god, look at this mess. You'll be seeing it in a minute. The pile's getting larger. Yeah, okay. Blimey, this one's going to be long. Do I split it into another one? Sod it, we're going for 4 parts. Okay, that's the end of part 3. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks.